up, guys? This is JC from Card Valor. Today's video is going to be Kashtira for post Photon Hypernova. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to actually talk about the new cards that came out for Kashtira in this new set that is going to release here in a couple days. So we're going to start with the two commons here. This is an ultra rare, I believe, and this is a common, and it's a super rare out of the OTS 21. So it's a little bit weird that it's already getting reprinted. So we'll talk about the Scareclaw Kashtira, and then like the tier limits Kashtira is also the same for its like summoning condition, but we'll go ahead and talk about the effect. So during the main phase, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, banish one Kashtira or Scareclaw card from your hand or graveyard. You can only use this effect once per turn. This card can attack while in face-up defense position. If it does, you basically apply the defense, and then after that, the effects of any opponent's monster that battles your Kashtira or Scareclaw monsters are negated until the end of that turn. Okay, so that's kind of niche specific effects. Next up is going to be our tier limits Kashtira, and it's the same thing. During the main phase, you special summon this card, banish one Kashtira or tier limits card from your hand or graveyard. But the one thing that's different with this is if it's normal special summon, you can send the top 3 cards of either player's deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard by card effect, you can send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard, and you can only use each effect once per turn. Alright, so those are the two right there. These guys are really good extenders. And now we have the main character of the deck, I think, is Rice Heart. So this is an ultra rare. If you control a Kashtira monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. So it's a great extender whenever you already did your Unicorn and your Fenrir plays. So what if you do special summon this card, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except Xyz monsters for that turn. And then during your main phase, if this was normal or special summon from the deck, or from your hand, you can banish one Kashtira card from your deck, except Rice Heart, and banish the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. If you do, this card's level becomes 7, and then you can only use each effect once per turn. So this is a key combo piece, and I think that Rice Heart is probably the biggest chokehold of the deck, I think, right now, because I've never gotten enough practice with this deck yet. But in an upcoming format, if I get my hands on this, and when I get my hands on this, you'll see a better deck profile. I don't have a deck profile right now, but let's go ahead and get started with the field spell. So the field spell reads, it's Wraithsoth, right, or Peresos. When this card is activated, you can add one Kashtira monster, just like all the other Primal Planets. Monsters you control gain 100 attack and defense for each different attribute among the monsters on the field. If Shangri-Ira, so if I control a Shangri-Ira and activates its effect, I can target one card on the field and destroy it. So basically this works hand in hand with our Shangri-Ira that blocks the zones. Next up is Papyrus or Kashtira or something like that. And the effect reads, target one Kashtira monster you control, special summon one Kashtira monster with a different attribute from your deck in defense position. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except Xyz monsters. So it's another card that locks us into Xyz summoning. If this card becomes banished, you can target one of your banished cards, add it to your hand, and with the exception of Papyrus. And then you can only use each effect once per turn. And then we're going to talk about this last because I actually haven't seen this spell get played a lot. So we're going to go to Big Bang right here. So it's Kashtira Big Bang. This usually gets banished by Rice Heart, and you'll see later in the combos. If a Kashtira Xyz monster is on the field, make both players banish monster from the field face down so they control only one. If this card becomes banished, you can target one Kashtira monster you control, Xyz monster you control, add one Kashtira monster you own attached to it to your hand, then you can special summon it from your hand. You'll also see that later in the combos, and then you can only use each effect once per turn. Okay, now we're going to get to the last spell. So this is Kashtira Overlap. I think it's something else like overlay in the TCG. Target one monster in the field, banish one monster with 1500 attack, 2100 defense from hand or graveyard, or that is face up on either field, and if you do, that targeted monster gains 1500 attack. If this card becomes banished and you control a Kashtira monster, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects for the turn. You can only use its effect once per turn. So I think that's why it's not being used a lot, because it's just battle stuff, and it's 1500 attack gain. So we're going to actually go ahead and take this off, and we're going to go straight into our combos. Alright guys, this is the first combo. This is probably the most popular one. It's going to start with special summoning Unicorn, and then after that we're going to activate to search for a spell, and then we're going to search Papyrus. We're going to activate Papyrus and search for Fenrir and special summon it in, well, defense, not attack. But it's going to go ahead and activate, and we're going to search out Rise Heart. We're going to special Rise Heart because we have Kashtiras on the field. And then we're going to Exceed Summon into Shangri-Ira. And then after that, we're going to banish Big Bang to basically mill 3. And that will activate the Shangri-Ira. And that's it. We have a Rise Heart, and Shangri-Ira with a locked zone. Furthermore, we could actually activate the Big Bang to grab one of our attached Exceed materials to special summon it back. All right. That's the first combo. Let's go ahead and move to the second combo. For this second combo, it's going to be a 2-card combo with Astral Karibo and Unicorn. We're going to go ahead and do normal shenanigans with Unicorn. This will basically end us with an indestructible Diablosis. So now we're going to go ahead and do the normal combo. So we're going to go a Rise Heart, and then Unicorn and Fenrir are going to Exceed into Shangri-Ira. And then we're going to activate the Rise Heart, so we can trigger the Shangri-Ira, block a zone in our opponent's side. We're going to banish the Big Bang. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and activate the Big Bang. And we're going to target the Shangri-Ira. And this will let us get a Fenrir. And special summon the Fenrir. Then we're going to overlay into a Rise Heart. After that, we're going to activate Astral Karibo, revealing Diablosis. And then we're going to Exceed into our Mind Hacker. And now we're going to activate Mind Hacker. Only with the Fenrir. And that will trigger the Shangri-Ira, the Rise Heart, or a Rise Heart, and then the Diablosis one more time. And that will probably get you to block a few more zones. For this last combo, it's going to basically end on Barrier Statue. So it's going to be Unicorn and Fenrir again. So Fenrir and Unicorn are going to be key pieces in these combos. And you're going to see how there is a chokehold here. And it's I think it's Rise Heart. So we're going to special Unicorn. And then we're going to search out Birth. Activate Birth. And then we're going to normal summon Fenrir for free because of Birth effect. Then we're going to use the Fenrir effect to search out Rise Heart. Then we're special Rise Heart, and then we'll go into Shangri-Ira here. There we go. And then we're going to use Rise Heart effect to banish Big Bang yet again. And then we're going to go Chainlink 1 Shangri-Ira, and then Chainlink 2 Big Bang. We're going to block a zone from our opponent's side. And then we're going to basically detach the Unicorn because of the Big Bang's effect. Special summon the Unicorn back to our field. And now we have a Rise Heart, and a Rise Heart over the Shangri-Ira. And then we're going to overlay into Arsenal Falcon right here. We're going to detach the Unicorn. It's going to get banished. And then a Rise Heart's going to trigger. We're going to special summon the Barrier Statue. And we're going to attach the Big Bang to our Rise Heart, which will get us the 3 materials. After that, we're going to activate Birth to special summon Unicorn, which will be an interruption for the opponent's turn. So there's a Rise Heart with an interruption and Unicorn with an interruption, and then we have the Barrier Statue lock. Okay guys, this is the end of the video. Just some final closing thoughts. Just remember to put Shangri-Ira in the extra monster zone, because if you fall right into Kurikara Div Incarnate, Check out my counters on the last video I uploaded. But if Kurikara were to activate, and your Shangri-Ira is in the main monster zone, you will fall right into the Kurikara and it'll get tributed away. And then those lock zones that you worked hard for will go away. As far as this deck is concerned, this deck is very strong. If tier does not get hit on the ban list like super heavy, this deck will be dominating the entire format, I think. But it doesn't have any negates that anyone knows of yet, because I mean, it's just all interruption and locks, especially with the barrier statue being put into the play. But yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys later. Keep pulling.